Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Jojo.
And Shruti.
Are you ready for some Raftaar and Krishna?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, before we get into it, sorry.
Correct.
Say.
हाँ नहीं मैं वही कहने वाली थी. In case you watch yesterday's reaction video, then you very well know that what is about to happen.
Yeah.
And in case you did not, I think it's time you go and first watch it because there was a very huge announcement in that.
Yeah. So if you know that announcement, you'll know why we are picking these songs today. Now, there's a long list of long time requests that have been pending. And these two were really highlighted to me after we covered Beyond the Matrix. You know, Prospect and Rabbit Saxy. So people were like, पुराने गाने हैं कृष्णा के, आप क्यों नहीं कर रहे इतने time से they requested. One of them is this, Keep It Real, which I love because that's exactly what I wrote in my caption when I released the teaser of Real Talk. Krishna keeping it real. So Keep It Real is a track of his, and there's also a track of Raftaar and his, which they made for Hotstar. It's a Hotstar show. I don't know if you saw it. But it had Lara Datta. She was a police inspector in that.
I remember seeing the trailer for it. Yeah.
But did you know there was a song? There was a song.
No. Unless I hear, I mean, maybe if I hear it and then I remember, like, you know, कि trailer में भी गाना था.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I got a long DM and I was told that, you know, that Krishna and Raftaar made a track for a TV series. I was like, what? And they were like, that it has a video also. I was like, what? So ye kam hua? So anyway, I thought let's get to both of them. Let's knock these two off the list and then we'll tell you the big announcement at the end. Hai na?
Yes. So and if you already know, then you know.
Then you know.
Let's do.
Yeah. So let's do it. Hotstar Specials 100 Raftaar X Krishna featuring Karan Wahi and Deep Kalsi ke Sangeet pe.
Yeah.
Grim. Okay, let's see. Let's see what this video is like.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, play.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am your gentle friend. इस स्टोरी में दो खिलाड़ी जिनकी प्रॉब्लम भारी
छुरी ये बावली रात सारी जागती भागे जो भी कांड करे खाकी में ये आग सी दिल की करे रॉबरी इल्जाम मुझ पे थोपरी स्ट्रॉबेरी से होठ चले गोलियों को दागती पीछे 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 भागे तू चोरों के फंसे जो लगे भाई मोरों के रिबन काटे मारे तू चाटे दांत दू तेरे दाव की इंग्लिश में बोलूं तुझे लव यू मैं मैम तू भी इंग्लिश में बोल देना सैम टू सैम मेरी सो में आई सैम मेरे दिल का तू चैन मुंबई में तू एक नंबर दिल्ली में कैम मैडम रैम का ना इतना मेरा टैम का रैपर तेरा डैपर बड़ा भूखा नाम है फैम का बच तेरा नाम बच तेरा नाम चौकन्ना बच तेरा नाम बच तेरा नाम चौकन्ना बच तेरा नाम बच तेरा नाम चौकन्ना बच तेरा नाम
आए रे नेत्रा क्या तेरा पैतरा ताने लगता क्यों ताने कोई ना देख रहा घर को संभाल रखा बिछा के जाल रखा हाल हो बेहाल लिपस्टिक लाल क्यों उतार रखा कड़ी का बत्ता स्वाद बढ़ा दे चले मुंह ये हाथ चला दे लगी स्ट्रेंजर बड़ी डेंजर कोई भाई की बात बढ़ा दे 100 दिन की बात भले हो जो भी करे बिंदास करे दिखती दांसू निकली जासूस मैडम के जब साथ चले बातों में देना दखल नहीं जीने को थोड़े हैं पल ही विदेश न जाए फिर भी घुमाए छोरी ना तुमसे संभलती कर पाओगे इसकी नकल नहीं काटे जैसे फसल थी जब साथ में आए तो सबकी लगाई जोड़ी ना थोड़ी भी हल्की रैन की करो बात तो किसी की नहीं औकात है आएंगे ये साथ तो लगाएंगे ये पार्ट
चौकन्ना बच तेरा नाम बच तेरा नाम चौकन्ना बच तेरा नाम बच तेरा नाम चौकन्ना बच तेरा नाम बच तेरा नाम चौकन्ना बच तेरा नाम
Dude,
hey, I really like it.
What?
It was so fun.
Same.
They didn't use this for the whatever, यार ये promotion के लिए use करना चाहिए था. You can't stop moving to it. Okay, I don't remember it.
Fully missed. What the hell? Dude, that line was hilarious. First of all, Krishna's accent and the whole like
Haryanvi accent में मतलब too good, yeah.
I mean,
and Raftaar was damn good.
That काटे जैसे फसल थी was hilarious.
Raftaar का तो सुन के I wanted to get up and dance.
Yes.
Like it was just the way he was doing it.
It was giving me Dhakad vibes. Dhakad vibes were coming full, you know, because
actually, can I say better than Dhakad? I was getting better than Dhakad. Dhakad was very like it's a very fighty
because
and
was
like
the lines, the content was like छोरी ये ऐसी है, तो वो vibes आ रही थी, you know.
Yeah, लेकिन ये अच्छा था. Like it was very. See, this is how like in the whole hip hop genre can be used so nicely in storytelling and introducing characters. This sounded so good.
Yeah.
Like this could be a separate genre by itself for all movies. Can you imagine ki like, trailer aata hai and then like the sound trailer where characters are being introduced always.
They're doing
like it could totally be thing.
Yeah, they've started, I think, but I think this particular, like, because we saw that Red, what was it? The one with Badshah, Jonita, all of them. They did that for that new Netflix show. But they didn't, the way it was done in this, where each verse was for the two girl characters. He was for Lara Datta and he was for the other girl. It was done so well because it completely, Nitra, it was like full introduction happened to who they are as people. So before getting into the series only, you're given the full, like, what to expect.
I
know.
I will go and check it out.
And I don't even, I want to see these girls. They seem very cool.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's
And I remember same time, like, Lara Datta series was coming out, and I remember Sushmita Sen series was coming out, and I remember watching that one because that one was also like very, and I think the reason I didn't watch it is because mere paas Hotstar membership nahi thi us time. So yeah, now I have it. Now I will watch it.
I've never had Hotstar membership, so clearly this is
Game of Thrones. Where do you watch Game of Thrones?
Let's not go there. Let's.
Okay. Oh, I know.
Just moving right along. Okay, so
to the more important thing,
which
is not the announcement, but the second song.
The second song. But before we get to that, I just want to still say that, damn, I didn't know this was in 2020, and it was 2020, dude. So
May 29th.
Sardar and Krishna together have done a commercial track, not like a commercial hit track from Raftaar, but a commercial track for a brand.
Correct.
And they've killed it together, nailed it. I didn't know something like this had been done. So
mind blowing.
What are the other
much better than 1,000 other, like, whatever teasers and here there film ka whatever's that we keep seeing.
Yes.
And web series ka stuff that we keep seeing. Like this is
so many we keep seeing, but I'm just saying, what are the other brands doing? They should, learn from this, make them do more such stuff. Okay, and also I have to say that the chorus with the whole and that whole like dancey vibe, totally loved it. Deep Kalsi Hells, good job. Okay, now
all the words also used were very cool. Like they had a very cool vibe to it. Like it matters. It matters the kind of words like problem bhari. Like it was just the one is to lehza bolne ka, but the other is just words used kiye hain. That was very nice.
Both their verses are hilarious. I know, we can talk about this a lot, but we have to get to song 2. That whole bit that Raftaar did, I found hilarious, was that English mein bole, English mein reply dena seem to see.
And him dancing also like that. That was also nice. Nice.
Okay, anyway, now we shall move on to track 2, which I'm liking the name of very much. Keep It Real.
Which is what you need to do in the coming weeks and months also.
Yes. Always in
life change. Yes. And with life-changing decisions, usually keep it real. That's like recipe for success.
Yes.
Yeah.
Preach. Okay. So this is on a channel called Right Now Entertainment, and like a dumbass, I totally forgot. This is the channel where we watched Vyanjan and Desi Wrap Up 2016, Maddie and I. So this, and then so before we came to record today, I was like, what is this? So this was the channel, this was the label that Krishna set up, like an independent label of his own, Right Now Entertainment, before he joined Kalamkar. And
2016?
Yeah. So it's not very long ago. So he's clearly, and this is the first song released on this channel 5 years ago. So even before Vyanjan, he dropped this.
I mean, in hip-hop terminology, this is like eons back, but yeah.
A lot of listeners were probably born 5 years ago. Okay, chalo, let's see what it's about. First track from his own label, performed by Krishna, Manj, Saini, and RSC. Oh, Rabbit Saxi is here also. Produced by Tony Afad, written by Krishna, video by Joydeep and Sarabjuk. Okay, chalo, let's check it out.
Ready?
Keep it real. 1, 2, 3, play.
How I get down, ਗੱਡੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਰਾਂ slow so they see me riding round. ਜਦੋਂ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੇਖਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਨੇ ਜਾਣਦੇ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਹਿਚਾਣਦੇ.
I just keep it real, I just keep it real. ਮੈਨੂੰ fake, I don't fake, I just keep it real. I just keep it real, I just keep it real. ਮੈਨੂੰ fake, I don't fake, I just keep it real.
है तेरे गाने, इनके हाथों से मैं आया हूँ हिप हॉप को बचाने। सारे मैनू मार दे, सारे मैनू जान दे, बोले भाई वो यू है कम बैक इनको रैप तू सिखा दे। धीरे धीरे मेरे शब्द जो चीरे मुझे कभी न दिखती लकीरें, प्रॉस्पेक्ट बैक से बोलते हैं रैप की लगी जैक सुनते ही आते पसीने। सारी रात मैंने गुजारी जा रही है मेरी बारी जान प्यारी अम्मी खिलाड़ी तुम्हारी मौत के बाकी चले गाली जुबान गली पे गाली गोली बारी दिवाली। हमारी बात सुनो गौर से, मिलेगा न कभी मेरे जैसा देश में हिंदी रैप किंग जिसकी जीभ तेज है। ऐसा रैप कभी न मिला मुझे खेद है, तीसरी जुबान मगर लगता अंग्रेज है। ये पल मैं जाने न दूंगा जब तक ये जाने में हूँगा, हिंदी रैप का सरताज न डरता इनकी हर बार मैं लूंगा। When you see me on the street what's happening, हरा दे मुझे तू रैप में, तेरी बंदी थी व्हाट्सएप पे स्नैपचैट पे अब मेरे लैप में। हर गाना दारू शारू अब कुछ नया तो बना ले, नी सुननी लव स्टोरी किसी और को सुना दे। देख ले how I get down, गड्डी में खरा slow so they see me riding round। जदों शहर विच वेखा मैनू सारे ही ने जान दे, जिथे भी मैं जावां मैनू सारे पहचान दे।
I just keep it real, I just keep it real. Menu big, I don't fake, I just keep it real. I just keep it real, I just keep it real. Menu big, I don't fake, I just keep it real.
करूँ जो मेरी मर्जी, तेरे जैसे बहुत फर्जी, तेरा swag है copycat, that's why your girl now love me. I'm 27 getting older, turned up what I told her. साढ़े नाले तो जैकेट पाले, my flow is getting colder. तो आया मैं वापस अब बोलने, सच बात कभी न चाहते थे मुझे ये देखना, आगे में एक था बाकी ये फेक, तो काबू में कर ले तू अपने ये जज्बात, ये मेरा समय अब से तेरे गाने सारे आउटडेटेड, सारे बोले मेरा फ्लो नंबर 1 और तेरा स्टाइल है बेसिक। अब बनना चाहते सारे रैपर बोलते सारे एक ही बात, पॉपिंग बॉटल्स ड्रॉपिंग डॉलर्स कपू मॉडल्स इन माय कार, नया कुछ न सूझा इसे सच किसने पूछा, मेरे जैसा ना कोई दूजा क्योंकि हूँ मैं काफी ऊंचा। मेरे जैसा रैपर कभी ना मिलेगा, सारे करे बात पूरी रात तक लोग बात जब भी मिले मेरा हाथ तू थाम लेगा, तभी होगा एहसास इस मामले का। वादे लोग सो फेक सारे एक और इसलिए तेरी गर्लफ्रेंड करना चाहती है मुझे रेट, वाई कर हेट अपने आप को देख और सोच तेरी औकात है क्या। देख ले how I get down, गड्डी में खरा slow so they see me riding round। जदों शहर विच वेखा मैनू सारे ही ने जान दे, जिथे भी मैं जावां मैनू सारे पहचान दे।
I just keep it real, I just keep it real. Menu big, I don't fake, I just keep it real. I just keep it real, I just keep it real. Menu big, I don't fake, I just keep it real.
Did he have long hair in this? Did I see that? He had hair at the back of his cap.
Is it? I didn't notice that.
Okay, say. Oh, shit. I'm going to rewind and look. You say.
Two most important things like which I found, like two very distinct things. Most important to pata nahi, but like distinct things that like stood out to me.
Yeah.
One, this is the most straightforward track I've heard Krishna sing ever. Where, you know, जो बोल रहा है उसका मतलब वही है. It is not कि यहाँ की बात वहाँ जाके जुड़ रही है, वहाँ की बात तीसरे वर्स में जुड़ रही है, तीसरे बार. You know how he usually is. Like there are so many puns and so much of like back and forth going on that you have to come like with all your senses in attention while listening to Krishna, because you're like, okay, now what is he talking about? Oh, but he also meant this, but he also meant that. Like, you know, you kind of have to. This was like a straightforward track. And I don't know how often I've heard him actually sing or rap in Punjabi. Like, and such long. Ek do line here there maybe. Like, you know, ek do words. But yahan pe, they were like lines and bars and like pura verse Punjabi mein tha, which was a bit strange. Which was a bit strange coming from, and was it just him on the vocals? Or do you think start me, there were like this harmonizing that was done with like a deep voice and then like, you know, so I was like, is there someone else also with him on the vocals? But it isn't mentioned. So I don't know if it was just him.
No, it's
like,
mentioned. You know. It says performed by Krishna, Manu Saini and RSC. So maybe they were...
so there were other people. Correct. Yeah. Because it sounded like it. Like it sounded like, you know, there was multiple like some voices. Form of harmony going on. Correct. Correct. So yeah, so it was, and of course, a lot of parts, like now his voice tonality has changed, right? As we've discussed it in the past as well, that with every new phase of his, like the latest Krishna that we know, his voice tonality has kind of changed entirely. Over here, his voice tonality is very different. And it also felt like I had to strain to hear his voice because the music was loud. It was almost like as though he was standing behind the music. And if I want to hear him, I have to kind of allow my ear and be like, through that music, I want to listen to his voice. Like it became very visually graphic for me, like for the music. Okay. So yeah, so that happened. And second half that got better. Second half I didn't have to strain so much to hear his voice. Like, you know, his voice was like upfront. I could hear it. So that. But these were like those very literal in like literal things that right off the bat that I noticed. I was like, oh yeah, acha, ye bhi ho raha hai, ye bhi ho raha hai. But he looked really good. Like, his visual presence was really strong even back then. I mean, if you're saying that this was the first song that he put out on his own, attempt of creating his own label and stuff like that. Like, if this was the first song, his screen presence, his confidence in what he was talking about, everything was phenomenal. Yeah. Like, it was really good. So
I
very
agree. I was surprised.
good track to to listen to.
The return of the Mac happened. Sorry, that's what I want. Because what we know and what we've seen from the TED Talk, when the label wala deal was not happening, then he couldn't write songs for like 2 years, or he couldn't release songs for 2 years. And then when the contract ended, then he released his stuff. So I thought the first thing he released when he came back was Vyanjan. I didn't know this track dropped before Vyanjan. So now that I saw that on the channel today, on his channel, it doesn't say the date in my thing. Does it say the date it released on your
1st October? 1st October 2016.
Okay. And can you go into the channel and see when Vyanjan released? It's the next video. So October 1, 2016. Vyanjan also released in 2016. And then Desi Wrap Up 2016 also released. So within like 3 months, he dropped a track every like month or what? Vyanjan must have dropped then November 2016.
See, so yeah. So over here it says Keep It Real release first, then Vyanjan Hindi alphabetic rap, then Desi Wrap Up 2016, and then Meri Bari. So if I go to Vyanjan, एक second.
Release date is?
So Vyanjan is 17th November 2016.
So there. So like a month and a half later.
Correct.
And then the wrap up would have released at the end of the year. So damn. I'm just thinking that from whatever I've heard in his interviews and even in my own interviews, the Vyanjan was the way he wanted to come back and get noticed by everyone in the scene. So maybe he felt he needed that because Keep It Real didn't get the eyeballs he wanted, because
possibly
if I look at the two, this song Keep It Real was a proper hip hop track with a very high skill level. You can see from his flows and even the little chopper sections that are happening and all of that. It was very reminiscent of Free Verse Feast Langar, where he took on a project with a certain objective and went full guns blazing. So he did quite a bit of that. Even the video of this Keep It Real reminded me of Free Verse Ka, with the hoodie standing there alone at the back. All those shots are very similar. So anyway, maybe then after this track came out, because it's a flexi track per usual, which most rappers drop, he was like, nahi, kuch alag karna padega, flexing ke alawa, hai na?
ये तो सभी कर रहे हैं, like
तो इसलिए व्यंजन आया.
Yeah, back in the day, the scene must have been so different, right? When you're trying to crack it, you're almost there, but you're not yet. You don't know you're almost there. And you're trying everything. And it's so interesting to see a person's journey. And like just then, what were, probably what was going through his head and how they were kind of managing their careers. And versus now, and how that has happened within the past 5 years, which is like.
It's so nice to see RSC was part of the thing with him also. So, But did you, like, my thought while you were talking was that he took a break, or he had to take a break, because he didn't want to lose the IP of his tracks to a label. So he kept all his tracks ready and dropped it after his contract expired. And so that comeback after you've been forced to take a break means something. Like, you have to be like, what can I do to get the audience again? Anyway, I think skill level so skill level this is top notch, especially for a time like 2016. And then, of course, after that, when you drop Vyanjan, then you just like, that is the end. Like, kuch reh nahi gaya bolne ko, because that's one of those legendary kind of milestone tracks, not just for him, but for the scene. So, hells, and speaking of breaks, do you want to...
बहुत ही गंदा सेगवे था ये. Like, मतलब दूर तक ब्रेक की बात नहीं हुई है. वो बात हुई मतलब 5 मिनट हो चुके हैं. Suddenly she's like talking about breaks. Jojo, I'll miss this.
It was quite smooth. I will really miss this. Just say.
Whatever. just like tissue. This is exactly like that. Utna hi smooth tha. Yes.
That's my gun. So speaking of breaks, we're going on a break, and that's the big announcement. Wanted to tell you guys, and that's why this past week I tried to get to all the most requested videos and tracks in the reactions. So it's been a little over 2 years of the channel, and with daily videos being dropped with the one-off breaks here and there, I think we deserve.
Did you calculate how many breaks did you take overall? Like, do you know kitne din?
I know that in a given year, I don't think I've taken more than 10 days off. So in the whole year.
That's it?
So it's been like less than a
Wow.
month in totality over 2 years and 2.5 years almost of the channel. Yeah. So I think a long break is deserved and it's actually required, and there's no other option right now. My life is changing in a very big way. I'm moving countries and trying to settle into a new place. So all that is going to be going on back end in my life, and I will not have the time to record. Miss Bhola deserves a massive break as well. She's been with me for so long, almost 2 years now on the channel, and bus.
For me, it's been more fun. So it's okay. Like,
for me also.
I come, I chill, I know, but you also have to do the hard work of like editing and then putting it forward and all. I just come pretty chill zone mein and like, listen to lovely songs and everything. And then I say, okay, हाँ, फिर काम जो करना पड़ता है इसलिए. So yeah, but well done. I think it's very well deserved.
Yeah, but little Sentiness, she's been awesome and she's been with me on this journey like nobody else. And I'm just like, mwah.
Okay. Like genuinely thoda aisa ho raha hai abhi.
I know we're gonna get Seti off camera, but we just wanted to share the update with you guys. So for about a month at least, you will not see daily reaction videos. I might drop other like short snippets of old videos and snippets of old interviews or things like that, just to keep some content coming on the channel. But we will get back to our regular stuff probably after a month, because that kind of break is required and it's needed. So if you want to see what's happening in my life, Instagram is where I'll be posting updates. So meet me there. I will need a lot of help and encouragement in this new phase.
Yeah. And I know like 1,000 questions that are going to come. Acha, but why? Where is Jojo moving? What is she doing? Blah, blah, blah. So please just keep a regular Q&A on Instagram. Like generally, just like tell us, Mars ghumne jahan ja rahe ho. So wahan pe batana hame.
Now that you've said that, I'm getting an idea. We might do a live Instagram page.
That'll be fun.
Hai na?
Yeah.
Though I hate lives, but I think live update ke liye, it's a real reason to do one if required. If you guys want it, that's it. Let us know. But so that's the news. Taking a break from tomorrow. You will not see daily videos, and we'll be back when we're back. So follow us on Instagram. That's where all the updates will happen. I'm at this handle. Miss Bhola is at SHRUTI. She is going to be posting a lot of awesome reels. She already has on voiceover tips and that's how you support this channel. Last time I kar lo. And use this month to watch old videos that you haven't and rewatch others that you've loved. And thank you so much for being a part of the journey. It means so much. And we'll be back.
We'll see you the next time. Yes. We'll be back.
Take very good care of yourselves. Sentiness. Okay. Live long and prosper.
See you soon.
Bye.
I just keep it real. I just keep it real. Men do big, I don't fake. I just keep it real.